welcome to my video. I'm the Daydream Stitcher, also known as Mary. Thank you for coming by and checking out my video about cross stitch. I decided to come and do a WIP parade of my own. I'm a little late, but I've had a lot of fun watching everybody else do theirs. And I thought I would go ahead and join in. I wasn't going to because last week I just was not in the frame of mind to do it. But I'm feeling a lot better now, so hopefully it will work out for me to do it now. I have tried to film this video a couple of times, and there's always been some issue or another, and then I thought I had it, and then I played it back and the sound is all weird. So I have a new tablet, and I'm trying that, and I have a microphone plugged into it, so I hope this works. If this is uploading, then it worked. If not, you probably won't see this at all because I'm kind of just, this is it. So today is Monday, January the 4th, and I hope you like what you have to see. Thank you for all of your comments and likes and subscriptions and all of that lately. A little bit of quick background on me. I have been on Flosstube since 2015. My 6-year anniversary is coming up in March, so I will do a giveaway for that. And it's not on this channel, it's on my Mary Beasley channel. That's why it looks like I don't have that many floss tubes, but I have been on for a while, off and on. And so and if nobody is interested in watching this WIP parade, at least it will be for me kind of a way for me to refer back to it. It hasn't changed a whole lot since a year ago, but there's more additions in it. So hopefully I'll make a lot of progress this year. That's my plan. I was thinking about my kids because they talk about who's going to have which piece in their house, and I thought, you know, nobody's going to put up a half-finished piece, right? I mean, who's going to do that? Who has like 32 Afghans that their grandmother started to crochet but didn't finish, you know? No, that's not cool. So I really want to finish some of these so that they're done, and they're not just sitting there pending. Today was an interesting day. I'm going to ramble for just a second. Hopefully, again, the sound is cooperating. We have been without a car since August. That's another story in itself. And we've been kind of at the mercy of, you know, my ex and my mom when they come by. My mom lives an hour away and she does the best she can. Well, for Christmas, she gave me her old car and she bought herself a new car. I think so that she could give me her car, but I'm glad she got a new car too. And so we're excited. So I took my kids to the park today to walk. It was a beautiful day in the neighborhood here in Florida. And so I said, well, let's go ahead and go out and get out of the house finally and go for a walk. So we went on this 2-mile loop trail around the river. It was a paved trail at this state park. But about when we had like a 1/4 mile left to go, I twisted my ankle and I sprained it pretty bad. And I had to drive 20 minutes home, and I'm not complaining. When I got home, my ankle was swollen. It is still swollen a lot. So I told my kids, sorry, mommy's done for the day. I'm going to put my feet up and stitch and ice it, whatever. Watch Flosstube. You guys can forage on your own. They've been really sweet about it. They've been great about it. And so I'm taking this time to do this, and then I'm going to go back to the WIP parades that I've been enjoying and stitch some more on my projects. So that's what's going on today. Otherwise, I'll be fine. I don't have to be anywhere that I have to be on the foot or anything like that. So that's good. I'm participating in Stitch from Stash 1 month at a time because I always say that at the beginning of the year and then I fail miserably come March or April. But so far so good. It's January 4th and I haven't spent anything. I set my budget at $25 in case I need any supplies or anything. But I did order stuff before the end of the year so that it's now starting to come in. So I want to show you some haul that I've been getting in. This is a kit from Mierschka. I actually watched the video on Facebook to make sure I said it right. Now I can't remember. Mierschka, I think it is. It's a Polish company. And this is Winter Evening. And I saw this on Instagram a couple months ago, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. It was one of those ones that I just was like instant love. And I love the lantern, and I love the reflection of the lights. Reflection on the lights of wet streets or water That always gets me for some reason. I don't know what it is. And this is charming to me because I live in Florida, and so we don't ever have scenes like this in Florida. So, and it's stitched in blue grays, which I think is really cool. And it's probably 14 count. I actually don't see this on the front of what, oh, 16, perfect. I like that better. So yeah, that's something to be excited about. Okay, I'm going to show you WIPs, some WIPs. They're not all my WIPs as usual, and because I stash things here and there and everywhere, and I couldn't find them all. So hopefully as they get pulled out over the years and I find them, you'll see them. So there will be others to be shown, namely my Teresa Wentzler Dragon, which I love, 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 and 2 or 3 dimensions WIPs that I have going that are not currently like where I could grab them. So, and I have some are at my mom's house, so it's a mess, but I'll show you some. So I hope you enjoy what I have to show you. One of my oldest WIPs, not the only, one of my oldest WIPs is from either 2002 or 2003. This is a little knitter. I'll put the name of the painter down below. I want to say Botticelli, but that's not right. I don't think. It might be right. I don't know. I think he was a Flemish painter back in the way day, back in the like 1600s maybe. But this is charted by, this is a painting. This is a painting. This is charted by Cross Stitch Collectibles, which is xs-collectibles.com. And I did this years and years ago, like I said, 02 or 03, when I was working night shift as a nurse, and I was doing a lot of night shift duty in home health. And if they were cases where a lot of times they were just really wealthy people who just wanted somebody there just in case, and there really wasn't that much to do, to be honest. And so I would often just be able to sit and stitch and listen for somebody to ring a bell. And it gave me the opportunity to stitch a whole lot at that time, and I did have a lot of finishes then. And I think considering the year that this was charted, the time period, that it's remarkably good for the folds and the skin, the hands and the feet and the folds of the skirt is pretty impressive. This is on 18 count. My dog is going crazy. Hold on. Okay, I had to pause for a second because my dog was going crazy, and my kids came to me and they're like, there's somebody out there with a flashlight at the front door, and they knocked, and I said, I think it's Amazon, because I was expecting some stuff from Amazon, and they were not sure about that. And no, there's a van out there. I said, it's probably Amazon, but that's okay. It was Amazon, so all's good. Anyway, so speaking of this little knitter, I am going to get the chart. It's still there. I found it, still available. So I'm going to download that, buy it again, and downloaded it and hopefully finish her. Talk about an old WIP. Here's another one of my older WIPs. This is Snow White Discovers the Cottage. It is Disney Dreams. It's a Kincaid paint. It was a Kincaid painting. He did a series of Disney themed paintings. Boy, there's a lot I could say about this. If you're familiar with the Disney Dream cross-stitch kits, they had a real issue of quality control. Maybe that's all I should say. I did stitch Beauty. I started Beauty and the Beast in 2015, and I stitched half of it, and then I realized that the fabric in the kit was not big enough for the design. Fun. I was not happy, and I let them know that. I probably wasn't very nice about it. But I didn't learn my lesson. It was really my fault because I didn't double check. I never think to double check. I just assumed that if it's in the kit, it's fine, and I need to learn to double check. You'd think that would teach me. But no, I didn't learn because I didn't measure this one. So I opened this one and I started this one in 2016, and I arbitrarily started here. I don't even know. I should have started in the middle. And you can see that this is halfway through the design. This is the halfway mark in the design. This is the halfway mark in the fabric. Ah, exciting. And I still haven't measured it. I need to go and like measure the thing and just figure out. But anyway, that's why that got put on a long, long time out. It is beautiful. Those are out of print now. There's charts have been discontinued, I'm sure, because of that, and they're going for hundreds of dollars on eBay, which is understandable because they're collectibles, but it's too bad because a lot of them are not really very good quality as far as like the flosses and even the charts and the fabrics. To be honest, the ones that I have are not. However, there is a possibility that Heaven and Earth may get that, but they've been working on that for years, the rights to put those out, and they have the other Kincaid charts, but not those. So fingers crossed. It would be nice to see somebody do it. I would love to see Dimensions do it because I feel like they're the perfect size and the perfect, they chart things so well. But Heaven and Earth would be nice too. This was a stitch along called Stitcher's Code from Stitchingly. I haven't typically done stitch alongs before. At the time, I like to see the whole thing done after, and then I decide whether to do it or not. So I did do this after, and I'm doing my own color conversions on this. This is 6 boxes, and this one says, "A stitcher lives here, don't question the stash." But I always say, you can question the stash. I'm more than happy to talk about it. I'm trying to go through this quickly, so I hope I'm not rushing, but at the same time, I know that there are lots and lots of Flosstube and other things to be watching, so that's why I'm trying to just kind of quickly get through it so that I don't keep you too long. This is my giant Harry Potter, which I'm not going to back up and show you. I don't have that much done on it. I'm sure probably you've seen this before. It's very popular. It's from Clouds Factory. I'm stitching this on 32 count Lugana in Legacy from Picture This Plus. And this is the halfway down the frame. I have it all stitched and called for DMC. This is Historical Women from Etsy. This is Good Morning Maui is the designer. And it has 16 women on it, 8 in each row. So far I have Cleopatra, Empress Wu, Lady Godiva. This is Joan of Arc. This is Susan B. Anthony, or at least her hair. It says, "Well-behaved women seldom make history." And I think those details are just super cute that she added. Cleopatra actually is looking a little disheveled from being rolled up in the bag, but I'll straighten her out. And this is on a fabric called Icicle Opalescent, which is cool because the sparkles are showing up some there. By Under the Sea Fabrics. This is not the fabric I would have chosen for this piece, but my daughter chose it. She was very interested in being involved in that process for this piece. Other pieces she hasn't really shown much interest, but she wants this in her room, which is awesome. So it actually works. I actually think it's pretty cute on there, so that's why it is on there. This is another Etsy designer. I didn't realize how many Etsy designers I had until I was looking through these. Oh wow, I didn't realize. Love our Etsy people. This is a Disney Castle. This is from the Paris Euro Disney Castle. Each one is a little bit different. I asked her about the one in Florida, Magic Kingdom, and she said she would look into working on that one as well, because that's the one near most of us in the US, I guess. But what was I going to say? Oh, this is charted with a pink and blue sunset background, which is really pretty. But instead of stitching those, I decided to just stitch it on a fabric that resembled that. So I got this 16 count Aida from Bestitch Me called Twinkle. I bought this 2 years ago. Was it 1 year? I think it was 2019. I bought on Etsy from her before she got really big. Well, her Facebook page didn't have very many people on it. And so it's fun to see now how popular she is and how successful her company is doing. So I'm happy to see because she does make beautiful, beautiful fabrics. This is Hobbit House from Cute Designs or Cute Patterns by Maria. Again, an Etsy designer, Russian designer. I just love the little laundry hanging on the line. So that's a fun piece. And I had put that away because I needed some of the colors. And then when I was waiting on them to come in the mail, I had put it away and started something else, and it got kind of laid by the wayside. I have a rule that I always need to have a Joan Elliott in my rotation because she's one of my favorite designers. I have a lot of favorites. This is Ladybird Fairy I started stitching this with Charlene from Witchy Stitchers here on Flosstube. Charlene, if you happen to see this, please let me know when you pull her out again, because I would love to do her with you. She is on my WIP Go board for eventually. And this is on Beach Bound 32 count Lugana from Hand Dyed Happiness. She was another one that I just loved stitching along on, and then I needed a couple of colors, and I was waiting on them and never picked her back up again. This is Trick or Treat. It's also published as 3 Witches Hats from Ursula Michael in Imaginating. And I just love the bright colors on this. I don't know why this isn't finished. I started this in 2017. And this is on an 18 count Ada. And the called for colors, and I just love the bright, fun, happy Halloween for sure. Because I needed another Halloween piece, and I hadn't finished my other one, right? I started this one last Halloween. I only worked on this for 2 days at that time. This is called Halloween Night, I think. It's another Imaginating pattern. This is the called for DMC. And I'm stitching this on Jobelin, 32 count Jobelin called Gold Rush from Be Stitch Me. And I'm realizing, oh, never mind. Doesn't matter what I'm realizing, really. This is my Oh Holy Night that I think I showed this recently. This is Stony Creek. It's called Oh Holy Night Nativity. And I just have the Wise Men and I think a couple animals left to stitch. This is DMC, and there's Gliss and Gloss in this. I don't know if that's the brand name, but I think it is. The angel wings are sparkly. I don't know if it's going to show up. No, not really. It's like a blending filament, really, that's stitched with the DMC. And the stars are sparkly. And the Wise Men robe, the sleeves of the Wise Men's robe are sparkly. That you can see a little bit. So, and this is on a solo Wexford 32 count linen from Silk Weaver that I bought on eBay many years ago that I'm using. And again, the Silk Weaver Wexford linen is amazing. I highly recommend it. I've talked about Silk Weaver on my channel before. I haven't had good results with their customer service in the past, but their linen is such that I'm almost willing to put up with it for the sake of it, because, or maybe just, I don't know, buy it from their flash sales or their eBay, like already in hand pieces, because the Wexford linen is so buttery and so lovely to work with. I think going forward that it will be mostly the fabric that I seek out, because yeah, I just love it. I love it, love it, love it. This is my kitten with ribbon. This is 18 count Ada, and this is a custom crafts design. Oh, I have an avalanche. This is my Heaven and Earth, which is sideways. This is Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. And my camera here keeps wanting to wash it out. It actually looks a lot more, the colors look a lot more vibrant. Ooh, it needs a bath. Sorry. It's just been sitting in storage, but it's very vibrant, really. This is 25 count Lugana 1/1. This is the color expansion from Heaven and Earth. Regular size chart. And I love it. This is the one that my kids mostly talk about who's going to get as a focus piece. And so I really, really, really need to get on that. Once I start stitching on that, it really rolls along and it feels like it makes progress pretty quickly. I can't wait to get that back out. Did I show this one already? I'm so confused because I did show this already, didn't I? These are the pieces that I already showed. Oh my goodness. Yes, I showed that at the beginning. I am so sorry. I think that's pretty much all I have to show. These 2 pieces I showed just a couple days ago. There's really no more progress. There's a couple stitches in, but really nothing. But I'll just include it for the sake of it being a WIP parade to see where I am in 6 months. That's my Victorian Home by Artisy. And this is my Garden Prelude by Mirabilia. And those are supposed to be my WIP Go focus pieces, so I will get on those. I don't have my long dog because I'm waiting to show that till next time and talk about. And like I said, I have a Teresa Wentzler dragon, and I have some dimensions that aren't on here, but they will come up, I'm sure, during the year. Each time I get the declutter bug and find stuff. So thank you for bearing with me in all this chaos and craziness. And I wish you all a very happy January and happy stitching. And I hope to see you. I hope to be back again in a couple of weeks. And yeah, take care.